Well, morning again, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? Finally. Are we emotionally screwed up? Because I'm still trying not to be right now. Hard decisions to make, hard choices. And we'll see what happens afterwards. It's about almost 9 o'clock. Give it a few more seconds. Still the 20th of January, 2024. And it's still slightly rainy out here in Antelope Valley, California. And it's still me, Weaver John C. Enough of you then. Okay, so the decision's made. Instead of rushing out over to the liquor store as I should have and taking the chances of getting drowned or not, I didn't. I did a cheap. I'm also going to be not getting any more dial rides in the near future. Dial ride and current transit basically, has problems concerning about people not keeping up with their appointments, so they're going to punish them worse. I guess I'm going to have about 2 or 3 more months of not taking it. Because I failed to let them know what was going on past few times, so apparently I'm a flake. I have to bum rides from people. I've been warned, and I forgot. I'm not supposed to forget, but I forgot anyway. Memory lapses. We'll see what happens. If I'm flagged, I'm flagged probably for forever from the program. How to punish people, including seniors and disabled. But that's a cheap shot, but I'm throwing it at them anyway. That's current transit for you. They're getting sick and tired of people taking advantage of the systems. I mean, they had appointments, and other people wanted to get the other appointments, and it's not fair to the other drivers and the other passengers. I understand that. It's still a passenger's responsibility to let them know about it. I saw that too in the code of conduct. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. I screwed up. And I screwed up another person's way of trying to get one way to another. I mean, they should have at least one or two, actually 2 or 3 more dialer rides out here, but they don't. They just stick with one driver out here per territory. I don't know why, but this is current transit for you. How to make it unfair for everybody. And even those people who keep forgetting about the damn thing, we have to be punished for it. Sucks. So that's my beef for this morning. And I still got to deal with them on that. But as for my little freezer situation over here, I had DoorDash coming over. Thank God. 16 pound a bag of ice. And I still got an army full of gallon sized storage bags. Filled several of them up and started distributing them to a few other areas so I can get the blue ices charged up. And I need them charged up. The ices are just temporary until the blue ices get charged up enough or I can start using them. Then I have to start recycling the bags back and forth to the freezer. If it's still keeping things somewhat cold and frozen, I'm going to take full advantage of that just to keep things cold and to keep the spoiled stuff usable for this entire weekend. I was lucky enough that the rotisserie chicken was still cold enough that it didn't feel like it was, in danger. But I'm taking a chance on that one. There was also a gallon or half gallon of used milk before I made a purchase yesterday, and that went soured. So the whole damn thing's gone. But I got more storage space in a cooler that still has the blue ice and the coldness, trying to keep things together in there. And an empty container just in case. I'm going to be needing that for extra storage. Also gotten some extra cleaning supplies. Cascade for the dishwasher. I need that. cleanser powder. Always need that. And not to mention sponges for the kitchen and a new scrubber. Not the scrubber I mean, not the sponges I like, but they'll work. I'll make them work. So besides that, that's what I have to deal with. I'm grateful I've got them, and it took me about 2 days worth of DoorDash on that one. See, I was trying to say before in the other video, I tried to do the calculations of how much I got, and I keep checking the balances left and right. You know, screenshots, make a record, keep the PDFs going. That I have a sheet to work with. Off and on rain today, so I wasn't about to take the chance of drowning out there with a damn backpack full of stuff. An 8-pound bag of ice would work, but the 16-pound, we'll see. We'll see. What's happening in the rest of the world, I haven't kept track of much. I do know that the United States is not going to go into a default for the next few months because of continuing resolutions have already been passed, and so far the Republican Party is being, the Trumplicant Party. They're no longer the Republican, they're no longer GOP, they're all Trumplicants, as far as I'm concerned. If they're going along with the train wrecks going on in the place, besides there was one train wreck that kept saying that, no, we need to get everything now before we go into, or else we're going to go into bankruptcy. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene strikes again with that insanity of hers. The rest of the GOP, well, if I actually can call them GOP, and the Democratic Party, nearly all of them, are saying, okay, we need to get this continuing resolution for the next 2 or 3 months so we can hammer something out until March, just to keep the government funded and everybody else working and dealing and stuff, government stuff. But no, we're going to have probably next week a vote in the House of Republicans, House of the Trumplicans. I know. I'm just going to be scaring the living crap out of the. I'm going to be scaring the crap out of people on that one. But you're going to be associating yourself with the Trumplicans. Might as well consider yourself a Trumplicant. So that's what it is. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have anything to deal with it or wanting to deal with it at all. I just want to stay the hell away from it. If you got a speaker that's going to be getting their ass kicked out of there, they're going to be getting their ass kicked out of there. What the hell am I supposed to do about it? I don't know. But I'm staying the hell away from it. Meanwhile, I may have to get a few things done. And also another message, another nudge to the rib cage on this one here. You see the decorations I still got up. I still got holiday lights in there. Said it before. Sometimes I need these things out. They're reminders of what I had a long time ago that meant something to me. And I don't want to get rid of it just yet. There have been times when we actually had the Christmas decorations up until past January to February, where we decided, okay, we're going to take them down during that time. The trees remind me of those memories, those feelings. And sometimes they're becoming innocuous. They're becoming part of the landscape in this place. I look at it, I recognize it a little bit, but I am not fazed by it. I'm not moved by it. So I'm still dealing with it. And that's all I'm doing, is just dealing with it. So I don't have to stress over it now, do I? No, I don't. So what do I need to do about it? For me right now, absolutely nothing. They are where they are. And if I have to, I can find me more bags that I haven't used up, or even used bags that haven't got any stuff in them, I may put them in there. A couple of duffel bags would work if I could get them next month. That way I don't have to worry. Just put them in there as is and be careful with everything. What also gets to me is in my brother's and me and my brother's misadventures since getting the apartment and in dealing with his situations. We lost a lot of our stuff that meant everything to us. Some of that stuff happened to dealt with Christmas decorations. Long time ago, you know, the kid's supposed to be enthralled about Christmas. But Ma wanted, I guess in a way, wanted me to be part of the process. There's a process concerning about Christmas. And give me a sec, let me get this damn thing off. I need to get this damn mopped up, actually, raked over by a lawnmower. You know, about 10 or 11 years old, I'd seen the Christmas trees get decorated by the family, Ma and Dave. Sometimes Ma. Dave's not around, Ma would have to do it. If Dave was around, he'd do it. He'd get stuck doing the damn tree. But then again, I get old enough. I get into my teens. I get tall enough. And it's like, okay, John, pay attention. I think I talked about this one in the wind files somewhere in there about Christmas decorations. So we moved from my house to another house. And I guess Dave tried to show me a few things when he was around, but mostly I think it was Ma who was getting on my ass on that one. I think she initiated it. It was back in '79. I was about 12 years old. And we were having things happening so damn fast. We were getting evicted out of a house in Arleta. Lived there a few years with my grandmother and my aunt, Dave Ma. Dave goes in the Navy. We lose Aunt May. We get forced out and moved over to a house in Granada Hills, close to Kennedy High School. Mom and Grandma are going after each other. Left and right, Grandma has to go out. Ma and I are stuck trying to, well, with help that we actually have from some friends, family members, we're trying to get the house in order, or somewhat in order. At least the bedroom cleaned out for Grandma to live in for the next 3 or 4 years as an invalid. I mean, after Grandma gets in an argument with Ma, flies out to San Diego, has a stroke out there. Ma brings her back home, and then we had a hospital bed, and the Grandma's room becomes a hospital ward of sorts. So the first year, '79, sucked. But then Christmas comes up. They got a big ass huge tree. Ma's not going to be able to do this shit. She's getting tired of it, and she wants me to do it because that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm the last one. And she has to teach me how to do the Christmas tree. We had Thanksgiving, I think. I don't know. We've had Thanksgiving fixed by other friends, so I guess we ate. I sure as hell wasn't up to speed on fixing dinners that complicated, so we had the complications being over to home. But the thing of it is, we also had a tree to work on. Big, white, huge, I think 7 foot white, artificial, we've had for years. And ever since we were living in the apartment complex. So in the apartment complex. Yeah. Back into the house we're in Granada Hills as a teenager. So now I got to learn how to do this thing. She has to train me to look at a Christmas tree to see if it's okay or not. Now, if my mother happened to look at a few trees over here, she'd be screaming and yelling, "You got too many holes, and this is over here. What are you doing?" And they have an absolute connection fit on this one here because it's not her vision of it. I have no vision. I have no vision of a Christmas tree. These days, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm doing at this point over here. And sometimes I can still hear Ma yelling and screaming in my ear, saying, "But this tree isn't right. That tree isn't right." I know that. I'm only dealing with what I have to deal with. When you're dealing with a 7 foot monstrosity that would reach nearly the entire up into the roof. As a kid, sometimes I had to use a stool just to reach the tippy top. Start my way from the top, work my way bottom. I had to look at the bulbs that we have. We had green bulbs, we had blue bulbs, we had red bulbs, we had blue bulbs, we had gold, we had silver, we had blue teardrops. The teardrops being on the floor, or actually on the lower levels. They would hang. And then there's bulb lights that we would have to put on there. She wanted these bubble lights. I remember those. But she had to train me how to look at the tree entirely and look at it all. And I'm not bitching or griping about this one here. I mean, she gave me an eye to look for and to use what I can maneuver and use. Section it out. And then keep looking at the whole thing as I'm going around the tree. Or if I'm able to spin the damn tree, take a look at it, see where spaces that look like you've got more bush instead of things hanging on it. She liked a lot of things hanging on it. Hell, we got these icicles at one time. And we had to sprinkle all everywhere. She wanted this whole tree covered. This was her vision of Christmas trees. And not to mention we had to keep the stuff off the floor because we didn't want the dogs to eat it. It's very dangerous and very unhealthy and very deadly. The vets keep telling us that one, and we weren't going to say we're going to ignore that one. All right? No, we didn't. I did not. What I did was try to listen to those damn vets in my later years. But as a kid, as a teenager, I'm getting yelled at because I am not sharing my vision. She's telling me instructions on how to do this thing. But the problem is when you're dealing with a Christmas tree that young, I mean, as a young person, you don't exactly have the creative knowledge. You don't have the experience. You don't have the wisdom. You got nothing. What you're looking at is an empty tree, and you got to fill the holes. What are the holes? I could put a few bulbs on there and it'd be okay, wouldn't it? No. But why not? Because the whole tree's still naked. But I got a few bulbs on here. And here, and here. No! Think of it this way. Let me put this into another context, okay? You have a Christmas tree that looks like a busy freeway or a busy lane of highway. Cars running in and out. You're looking for traffic jam. Engineers would try to devise ways on making sure that the freeways and streets are less prone for traffic jams. And yet, the traffic jam concept has to be applied towards the Christmas tree, according to my mother. Her viewpoint. She didn't say it, she was teaching me this. Every time there's a branch sticking out, an artificial or natural, doesn't matter. Its potential of having it filled with decoration all over it. It has to be littered with traffic all over it. The traffic being with the materials that you're putting onto the Christmas tree. That includes the lights, the candy canes, um, the tinsel all over the damn place, even garland if you need it around it. But it has to look busy. It has to attract your attention. It cannot be sedate. Sedate. As I said before, when my brother and I had lost a lot of our stuff, we lost Christmas decorations throughout the years. When I got mature and I got better, I think. Dave helped too when he was still home. But it was mostly Johnny's tree because Johnny had the job. Johnny had the responsibility. During the holiday season, Johnny, decorate the tree. No, it's supposed to be you boys decorating the tree. Who ends up decorating it? But when it got started and I was getting my way and David staying home, one reason or another, and he's helping me out with the tree. I said, stand back and look at it. Okay, fine. You'll stand back and look at it and you say, what does it need? If you have the practice eye, you know which particular decoration can go where. But it's not cookie cutter. It has to be imaginative at times. But there were times, there were maybe a couple of times that we freaked mild for the fun of it. You want to be patriotic? Decorate a Christmas tree. Not just with flags or special ornaments. Oh, but the ornaments has to be special. They have to be red, silver, and blue. Silver being the closest thing we got for white. So one time we had the white tree and we decorated it. One side red, the other side white, and the other side blue. Not like this, like up and down. We had a flag. Ma looks at the damn thing and goes, what the hell did you boys doing? Oh God, you went, what the hell are you guys doing? We decorated the tree, Ma. Don't you like it? Ah, she had a conniption fit. And she's saying, me and my brother just cracking up. All right, you two, fix it. Oh, I don't know. It kind of looks nice. Fix it. Okay. So we did. We took out the red. She come back a few hours later looking at the tree. I think we were still, I don't know, forgot which particular place we were living at, but this was funny. She looks at the tree again and, uh, silver and blue. Dave and I go, it's a Hanukkah bush. Ah! Oh God, she wigged. I know it's like she was laughing her head off, but she had to show some like utter surprise, amazement, and like, what the hell are you guys doing to my Christmas? Oh God, I loved it. I loved it. Of course, we had to switch it back with the regular special ornaments on there, fix it up a bit. I wish we had cameras during those days. Because those things are the special moments of Christmas. When you can mess around with a person like crazy and just be mischievous, devilish sometimes. Because you're doing it to get a rise out of them. And it was so damn funny. Oh, we even did it regarding packages. We did it with packages. I think we did this when I was getting older. That we started playing tricks on each other. I think when I was getting close to the teenage to adulthood, and I think it was happening over at, let's see, Colette. Graduating year. No, that wasn't it. No, it was when I was going to college. Dave was home. He was getting clean and sober. And after college, I had to work full time because I screwed up college. I said that before many times. Working over at Circuit City, I had an employee discount. And we needed a microwave. So I shopped and I found. And I told my brother about it. And he looked. And he found. Ma was looking for microwaves. And we were all at one time doing it. I'm with them. I can't ring them up. I mean, technically, I suppose I could, but we weren't supposed to do that because it was against rules. But somebody else could, and I probably would get the credit for the damn thing. At least I think I did. Rung them up on that one. Got spiffed. Every time we sold items that we weren't, you know, we weren't processing somebody else's sales, and we're selling videotapes or any of the little gimcracks, we get about 10, 15, 25 cents, sometimes a dollar, depending what item it is. A microwave is about 5 or 10 bucks. Those things add up. So the microwave we had was a Portland white with a couple of dials on that thing. Hardy as hell. I loved that damn thing until we had to give it away to somebody else. But man, I loved that damn thing. Lasted for decades, I swear. It was a good machine. Anyway. We looked at them, but I think I did the processing of the cells of the microwave with somebody else doing the purchasing on it without Ma knowing about it. Because we had to surprise her. We had to surprise her on that one. Well, I think we did. Because we got two microwaves. It was the largest one we got. I'm not quite sure. Sometimes the memory gets a little fuzzy. I'm not quite sure because I know we got the white one first before we had a touchpad. Both got it over at Circuit City, so both had discounts. But it's the first microwave I remember because we actually had this boxed up for her. And we had it hiding behind a couch at one time. And we kept asking him, "Are you sure that's everything under the tree? Boys, what's going on?" "Well, I don't know, but there's something behind the damn couch." "What have you guys been doing?" Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Somebody had it written up of Santa to Mary Ann. "All right, which one of you guys did this?" "It's not me, Ma. It's not me, Ma." "Come on, one of you guys did this. Does this look like our handwriting? You know our handwriting." You need a Rosetta Stone to interpret my handwriting at the time anyway. "Okay, what are you guys doing?" "I don't know what you're talking about, Ma." We banged the box out. I tell you, it was a pain in the ass to wrap that thing. We must have gone about 2 or 3 rolls of wrapping paper just to hide it. Most of it, anyway. We put it in a big box that we found just to hide it and pack it up with extra newspaper. I mean, we had to do little gimcracks to throw people off in the Christmas seasons as we got older. I like to play jokes on each other. A little item could be wrapped up in a bigger package, or somehow we do something with 2 or 3 presents under one package, under one wrapping. Not just to save wrapping paper, but just to drive the other person crazy. And that's what we wanted, to drive the other person crazy. Because this is how we got our jollies in the holiday season. She's trying to sing up. Always waiting, and oh gosh, she's getting frustrated, and she's getting excited, ticked off. I mean, she's going through the emotions at this point. What? 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 That's what we're saying. Ma, we didn't wrap this thing. Arthritis. She knew it better. She opens the thing up and she goes, "Oh my God!" What? You didn't. Okay, we didn't. She was in love with that microwave for years. Till we got the bigger one with a touchpad and a thing. We got used to that damn thing. Gave the Portland away and regretted it. It was more durable, more sturdy than the big one monster, but the monster still worked for a while, so it wasn't that bad. We still liked it. Used it for a couple of decades before it gave out. It's memories like that things like this remind me of. I mean, the decorations that we've had, we collected for decades, passed down from people, from generations to generations. I have very few of them left that are hand-me-downs. When we actually went shopping, we went shopping for other materials, or if we had mail orders, that's how we got some of the decorations. Some are damaged, but they still hold memories. I still have a few of the old days of what Grandma and Ma used to have. There was a guy called Little Boy, or they called it Elf on a Shelf. Ma would call it the Little Boy. It's a gray elf, missing an eye. But still, it was just something I needed to put out there and keep out there, probably for Mama and Grandma. I needed those. I needed those. Every one of them's got a. Well, some of them actually do have something special to hold on to, a memory of sorts. And I miss a lot of them. I've been doing the Christmas trees for a hell of a long time. I consider the decorations were mine and the family's. But when it came down to the tree, it was my job, my responsibility, and I took it. I took it. So you see, the decorations are out there for a purpose. They're out there for a purpose. Old, flustered, frustrated. But that's alright. It still has a little charm to this place. At least for the time that they're up. And it's a way of honoring my family. So, there had been a time when I had, in my bedroom, I slept with a Christmas tree. Despite the fact my mother would be alive, my brother would be alive, I still slept with a Christmas tree. Decorated. Not lighted, but decorated. And I still have it. I still have it. And I have a few more. I have a few more. So to me, it's important. It's important. Anyway, enough with that. Memory lane there.